Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. In this episode, we are continuing on with the fourth trial, which I should have not have recorded the first episode in the last session, but I thought that I had a bunch of time to record what was going to be the entire, well, maybe it would have taken a lot longer than I think it will be, excuse me. But for what I expected it to, I thought I could get the entire recording done for the class trial. Probably have to wait on the punishment, if anything. I just really wanted to get that off my chest because I was told that I had a lot more hours before I needed to go somewhere, and then all of a sudden, just randomly, it was sprung on me like, hey, I need you now. Like, so that was a real thorn in my side, but I'll get over it. Last thing I remember, I think it was something about using Kazuichi's account in the text and not even using it in the, what's... bullet time? No. Just the part where you talk. Yeah. I mean, that's the entire class trial, is just you talking, so... Honestly, how do you propose a game like this? Like, listen, I've got this game idea. Like, it's about kids who kill each other, okay? Alright. So what happens? Well, here's the kicker. They have to figure out who did it. You know, that's what someone would naturally want to do, is to find out who killed their friend, right? No, they're not friends. What? They're not friends. What do you mean they're not friends? Why do you say multiple kids and they all have to figure it out? Well, it's because they're completely alone from the rest of the world. Okay, I guess you drawing me in a little bit. So how do they figure it out? They have a trial. You mean like a court case thing? Yes. And the way they do it is they talk. You mean like an actual court trial. So, how do you make that fun? Well, you see, we make them shoot bullets at one another. Like, how does that get through? Like, it's obviously successful. And, there was, like, speculation that, back in the first game, when Monokuma says, unless you want us to make more games, or like the thing with Sakura's Revenge, I think it was. Monokuma says, unless you want us to continue making more stuff like this, you have to spread it to everyone you know, something like that. And apparently, this game for the English speakers was only available through like text-based like forums, so you had no visuals at all. So for English speakers, people would only be able to play it through physical text, and that's it. And because of that, people speculate that that's the only reason that it was even ported to English at all, is because people wanted more games, so they'd spread it to more countries. Alright, back to Kazuichi's account.
Me? Remember when we moved from Great Tower to Strawberry Tower?
The compass?
Body had moved.
Nope.
And that's when you said...
Okay, I couldn't remember exactly where I was in this, because obviously it was only one session. And the other reason why I don't like doing this in multiple things. Not just that, the parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too!
Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Great Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
You know what'd be interesting? One of the people that I just never found that entertaining. Like he's just an average dude, and I like that. Like he just seems like an average person, a bit horny, but like not as bad as the potential rapist that was Teru. But he seems the most normal. I mean, mechanic as a kid. I could definitely see that. Like, just a daytime job that just became a passion, honestly. What was the other person that I said? Mahiru, yeah. Honestly, the two of them right next to each other fit pretty well. The two of them are just the most natural.
You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
Mm-hmm.
I see. That is disappointing.
I was seriously speculating as to whether or not Kazuichi would just never fix it, because it would be like a Mikon thing of like, oh, I can't fix it. Oh, what are we ever to do? We can't figure it out. Oh, well. Bam! Everyone dead.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
Well, not the body, but the entire floor.
Body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
A device like that. A device that transports things to different floors in the same building? I feel like I've seen that before. What the fuck? Alright, let's do this. I just have to spell elevator, right? E-L-E-V-A-T-O-R. Should be 8. Okay. Yes, that's an E. There we are. It's a T. Okay, no longer need that. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. You two. I need an A. Oh, hello. Whew. Ah, shit, I made it so close. I thought I could go that entire thing without taking any damage. Like, I thought everything was coming at the right pace. I was like, yes, perfect. And then, right at the end, there's always one letter that
Talking about an elevator.
comes out of fucking left field and snipes that last letter that's leaving. Ugh. I mean, it's probably better to just make sure that I see all the letters and then get rid of them instead of let them pass. Instead of letting the ones I don't need pass. That's probably a smarter way to do it, but... seriously, like, the fact that it can just come at the exact angle as the other one, at the edge of the screen, really pisses me off. At least make it so that there's a little bit of a timer, like, around the edges, so there's, like, a safeguard. So, like, when they pass, like, there's no way that they can get hit. Because even in the off chance that the letter that you need is one of those letters that gets hit, you still have to wait for the next set to come around, and you're just waiting there, wasting time.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Yep.
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator.
The way it's designed implies that there's more of this tower. Well, no. There is technically a black area that we can't see, so maybe it really is just designed for that purpose. Like, the lights come from down below, they fade after a while, yeah.
So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Mm-hmm. So then where... I wonder... Oh, what was the... Which door was it that Nekomaru tried ripping off its hinges before? Was it the same door that he ended up ripping the handle off of? Maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Now that you sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator,
Mm-hmm.
then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
It's just the opening that's there? Or opening that's there?
And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
I don't actually... because of the... It's weird because of the door handles. Like, there's a set of door handles there. Would those not just, like, get in the way and, like, break off every time, like, it goes past?
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
Chucky, I love your optimism. I don't know exactly what you're trying to get at right now. Also, I just thought about it. With the lines that are on the hearts, are they also supposed to look like sacks? I'm just gonna leave that there. Like wrinkles. Oh well.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
Things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. Everything that has to deal with... not really... I can't really say everything that has to deal with a crime scene. It's just everything that has to deal with... the murder. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them. Not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing these all have in common, they were all on the floor, they were all heavy, they were all Nekomaru's parts, they were all huge. Technically all on the floor, but it's just the encapsulated space.
I see.
It's not that they're on the floor, it's that...
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
I don't know.
And?
The way things are decided, or... I'm just gonna leave it be.
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The
Mm-hmm.
reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
It's not that the door closes, it's that there's a hole there that moves. There's something unique about that elevator? It's an enormous circle, only the floor moves, there's no ceiling, you can only enter one side at a time. Well, this is technically true, but there's only one side to enter at all. I'm thinking more so this, but this is also technically true, but, like, this is those stupid, multiple choice questions that, like, everything is technically right, but there's one that's more right than the others.
I see.
I always hated that in English.
So that's
English
it.
classes.
The elevator was
English
designed so
classes.
only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was.
Do you consider the elevator... Well, no, I guess there is an elevator shaft. I was just about to ask. Do you consider the elevator the entire thing that extends with the cable and the whole channel that it has to work with? Or just the room that you walk in that has the door that closes and then opens on the other floor? But I mean, I think I've been in an elevator that has two doors. Like the the old style one, like for like mines where you have to close the thing, but also like another one where like the door is closed on the outside. Heaven forbid someone tries to walk in. I think I've been in one like that.
That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Still wondering about how the handles and the chains don't get wait. Which one had it? Okay, so I was on Grape Floor with the girls, and that floor had the chain on it. So the floor would have to raise to go to Strawberry Floor when we checked it. And that's the one that had the door handle missing. Right? Hold on. Hold on. That just dawned on me for a second there. That new information just entered my head. Yeah, so the chain was on, was technically on Grape Floor, and then the murder, because Nekomaru had the, what's it called, door handle from Grape Floor, or Strawberry Floor, which is above. So the murder happened on the top floor. Gotcha. But I still don't know how much room there is, because the floor would have to raise past the chains to go up to this floor, the Strawberry Floor with the missing handle, not to the floor with the chains on it. Suspension of disbelief again, so.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Maybe one of them is, but maybe not the other. Because if Nekomaru had continued to try and rip the other door off its hinge, who knows if maybe we could have gone out if I hadn't stopped him.
Why was something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
And stacked on top. Okay, yeah, now that I have this picture available to me, if we put both things on it, how does the elevator move? Because it still does technically have to go up and down, but how is it getting from the fourth floor to the first floor? And also technically turning 180 degrees. Like, did it do it in a circle with Kazuichi, or did it take like its time to go along the sides of the hexagon? I don't know.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
What's going on?
There's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
Thank you.
By the
I
way,
think.
what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
A ruse?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button too, but seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as the chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all. Huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall, but so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower.
Mm-hmm. So the murderer is somewhere in Strawberry Hall. Back to where my thinking was originally. So I'm still thinking the girls are not the killers. However, there's still the thing about people being able to access both sides at any time. So I just don't know. Also, if I called it from the very beginning with Gundam, I don't remember my exact reasoning as to why Gundam was oh wait, yeah, that's right. If the two girls in the comfortable rooms didn't hear the pounding and Nagito didn't, but Gundam did, that would be why. That's yeah, if I called that from the very beginning.
Everything was done to tamper with the evidence so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that the floor changes its decal as well. Well, probably just the fruit.
The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Still back to this. I still don't know what the ultimate weapon is, right? Or have I been told that? Again, yesterday got cut off.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
In what direct... Are you going to talk about the elevator?
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
Oh, God. Sonia really has fallen for him, hasn't she? Yeah, alright. This might be where issues arise, because, like, obviously Kazuichi has the hots for Sonia and whatever, but if Sonia is now fully head over heels for, for Gundam, she'll believe anything he says is the issue. Like, Kazuichi will obey everything Sonia says, but he still has a mind of his own. Sonia seems blind to other things.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter. I haven't! I've literally been saying it this entire time!
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side.
Okay. It was Kazuichi, right? Yeah.
Does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator.
Alright, I'm gonna say it again. I love this voice actor so much. His voice is so good.
Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
I agree. What does this mean? I just don't understand how the mechanism works is the issue. I just don't know, like, the root. I wish I could understand the schematics for that, but I didn't... If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. And for a second there, when I looked at Strawberry Hall, I thought that this said Strawberry Alley. Like, I thought there was a segment that cut off the top part of the second L to make it look like an I. How can I break through this contradiction? It's just Kazuichi's thing, right? I believe so. Fujiko, contact elevator, Kazuichi's account. Woohoo! Alright. Listening to everything again. Actually, oh wait, no.
If the two houses are connected vertically.
Okay. I want to make 100% sure that I do have the right thing. Apparently, yeah, okay. Within the second of me looking at it.
Vertically, not horizontally.
But it does
However,
technically
at both
move vertically.
houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
That I can't conflict.
Means your reasoning.
It's just him.
It's clearly contradictory.
I do like it that it's
With
just...
this iron curtain of teamwork.
I was about to say, I do like it that it's back and forth between the two of them. That's interesting. So Gundam and Sonya have matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but... Is it really correct?
If the two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Because it's the two of them, you can't really remember too much.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Damn,
No,
that
that's wrong.
is so far in the corner.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically.
I think I'm going through this class trial like I went through Sakura's. Like, everything was so sensical for me. I think for that one as well. Interesting.
Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Me?
Wait, hold on. Did he just say it doesn't move vertically? Oh, wasn't just moving vertically. Okay. I was just about to say, there's still some verticality that needs to be addressed.
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gate, right?
Ah, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
I do like the little nod with the camera, but oh well.
It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Really, Fuyuhiko? Really?
Well, a funhouse
okay.
is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all! You're inhuman!
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff.
Thank you, Akane.
What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now.
Okay, because I have seen photos of people going to like anime conventions and shit. I know that this is a really beloved character, I think, just as much as Junko, because I know people cosplay this character and Junko a lot. Why? I cannot fucking stand this character. He's not entertaining in the before sequences. He was at least okay when he was a ball of sunshine. Then he got all depressed, and then he just wouldn't shut up about being depressed. And now he's a fucking total dick. What do people like about this? Honestly.
As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What an octagon means. An 8-sided shape. Uh-huh.
I see.
Is the ultimate weapon maneuverability?
I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
Akane!
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
Outside the square? Place befitting the name of Octagon. It's probably... Do I click here, or do I click here?
Here! You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That... Okay, yeah, that... Okay, yeah. I was like 6 and then 3, that's 9. And then I completely forgot that there's only 5. I was like, that math's not adding up. Hold on.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room.
So what's on the other side? I never got that chance to go over there to see what that was all about. And is that where the secret weapon is? Or is the secret weapon maneuverability?
In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery.
It's just that's just written really weirdly. Like the funhouse structure was used as the weapon. I don't know if that's really what you mean as a weapon. I could see it like I could see it used figuratively as a means to escape, but not as I don't know.
And then thought of a way to kill, making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure?
I don't know if it's just me, like, being, like, hypersensitive or something, but does Sonia's voice actress struggle with the letter L? Because I feel as if, like, I keep hearing her say building structure.
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building.
Oh, sorry.
More importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? Yeah, it would have to be someone who went from strawberry to grape, then. So back to the girls, I would think.
Why, hello there! I thought of a brand new word to call Monami. Oh, I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I am already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word.
Oh wait, no, that was Monami.
I won't be hurt by a mere word. Monami is a serious stuffalty. That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stuffedly, huh? That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly.
Okay.
The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all 3 of these would be... Ta-da! Stuffatly. Oh, there's a fat hidden in there?
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious stupatly.
That's how I'm supposed to pronounce it, apparently. Yes, I would like to save my game. Thank you very much. Ba-ba-bum.
Hello. I hope your day is well.
I love this music.
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons.
Got a hint.
And just like I say each time, don't forget to say it frequently.
So from strawberry to grape, someone had to be at. Then they orchestrated it and chained up the back door. Killed on strawberry floor with the grape door. Moved down below. Chained up that door. And then went to bed. But who of the three? I was just about to say, oh god, it's Akane, isn't it? Because the other two girls never went out. But then, no, that wouldn't make sense. Because if that's the reason, like I was thinking with the other two girls and Nagito, then Gundam shouldn't have heard it as well. I'm just really interested about that.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Okay.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mechamaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
I'm just thinking, food. Please don't let it be Akane, please.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
Yeah, Fuyuhiko is trained on him.
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
But why for everyone? I just don't understand that part.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know? If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
Okay, Gundam, we're back. We're coming back.
Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
Really? You've been telling me that you'd kill me all the time.
I see.
With, dark powers.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can.
It can't be Akane if she's like this, right? I mean, the fact that we've already, gone through this much, right? I don't know.
Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You're drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
Also, where exactly does that hatch go into? It was mentioned in the Monokuma file room, but where exactly in that room? I never saw where a hatch would be. Unless you actually could spot it. Maybe I'm just stupid.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Sure. Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. So, What was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building structure? Beaten with a blunt object, dead battery, falling. I would think crushed by the elevator, but I'm still like trying to figure out how that would have happened. This is what I was thinking when the ultimate weapon, like the structure itself. Nekomaru's actual cause of death was getting crushed by the elevator. No.
Crushed by the elevator? That sounds quite painful. So, where and how was he crushed?
Sorry, looks like I misunderstood. I was wrong. Let's think about this one more time. Yeah. The cause of death. He was horribly damaged as if he was beaten senseless by a blunt object. I don't know if it's exactly just that clear. If it's just that he was beaten with a blunt object. Because I don't know if there was one thing that was used as the murder weapon, and then other stuff that was used to change how the scene was laid out. But because of one strike, his parts became dislocated. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized... Yeah, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. Falling?
I see! That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
But how? I just can't fathom how that happened. Because if he went... So did he dangle off grabbing the handle and just ended up... The sound that we heard was him, then?
Died from falling?
Yeah, I need a little bit of help with this one.
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
Strawberry to... Yeah, strawberry to grape.
That I don't know yet.
That would make the most logical sense.
Make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
That's what I'm thinking, but there's no way to open up the door if the elevator is down below. There's precautions for that, which is why I don't understand how I can jump immediately to falling. Like, I don't know where that jump came from. I need so much more evidence to just go there.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Sleep function. I forgot about the sleep function even existing. How does that play into anything?
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident. I need to solve that mystery next. Okie dokie. Oh boy, I don't know where this is going. Just when I thought I was comfortable with it. Strange feeling in tower. Good night button. Akane's account. Fuyuhiko's account.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mechamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the
Shit.
drop.
Moved.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor?
Mm-hmm.
As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open.
Sleep function.
Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
But I don't understand how... I need to make it clear so that they understand that Nekomaru fell to his death. Do I use the sleep function on Kazuichi? Looks like it's all up to me.
When the elevator is on the first floor,
You can't go through the door?
It'd be impossible.
Then, after locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Okay, here. I'm gonna need to
Hold
pause a
on.
little bit.
Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object in...
No, that's wrong.
But
That sensor should only work if something is moving.
yes. So he's asleep. But shouldn't he descend at the same rate? I understand that he was bound by in some way. I don't know. The other issue is that I don't know if you can go back and forth between the buildings or only from the 3rd or from the 4th to the 3rd. I don't know if that's the only way.
If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it.
Mm-hmm.
There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes.
So, hold on, let me check something again. Truth bullets. Where? Broken doorknob. Okay. A doorknob found under the tipped over pillar. Oh, I thought it was in his hand. I think I just made that inference, like just based off like the scratch marks of him trying to rip it off or something, like trying to escape. Okay, so that's where I should just like let the game talk for itself and just let my thoughts shut up after a while. I had gotten myself confused. So that's gotta be where... Yeah. The rope, or whatever the fuck. Not chain. Wire, yeah. I think that's where the wire was wrapped around the handle, and then after just so much, it just falls, and then he crushes his head against the pillar. But, or like, he slams his head against the pillar, basically. But I'm still unsure of how, like, the body falls in that regard. Like, but that would make sense how his head just into... I don't know. Alright. That's enough of that. Wait a minute. Is it a thing of, like, Akane just met up with him and didn't intend for it to happen and it was an accident? I don't know. I'll just let it talk. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from
That's
this.
what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
Okay. Now I'm feeling a little bit bad for him because, like, the girl he likes is now literally treating him worse than trash. At least it was okay when she was just ignoring him. Like, she had other sights, but now he is literally just below. But then again, he's been acting weird, so kind of justifiable in some cases. A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? Wire. Wait, what was this one? New looking hammer. Okay. Wire.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
No.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Oh shit! I just went with it because I was like, I already have my mind set. Fuck, there was so much more to that.
Doesn't the doorknob have straight marks on it?
Shit. There was so much more to listen to. And, like, also, the fact that everything had a one-stroke way to get rid of all the white noise, this game plans it out so you fuck up like that. Because if you don't clear one away, there's a second one there to protect it more. Just so you know, a little bit of game design.
That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob.
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Mechamaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode.
Mm-hmm.
Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower.
Yep.
And suspended Mechamaru in midair.
Why do I have to see this? I'm just watching him peacefully sleep. Why do I have to see this?
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
Don't say it.
You better not finish that sentence!
Okay.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Ah, nuts. Okay, listen, dude, if you don't...
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that. What? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Just gravity, but I don't know what I would use, unfortunately. Wire, tipped over pillar, new looking hammer. Broken doorknob? Do I have to use that? Or is it the radio clock that he woke up with, and then, like, the shaking caused him to fall? I don't know. I'm leaning more toward broken doorknob, but I will.
Suspended Nekomaru, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push it. There's no way they could do that.
Shit.
I can't back down.
Oh, I think I ran out. Fuck. I was just a little bit more, and I can draw something out next time.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wall, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
There we go. Advance!
Doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
Okay.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
No, not the clocks.
Sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you want to but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru in is just impossible. End of story.
Okay, hold on. I need to look... hold on. Thanks to Kazuichi, I think I've figured out how the killer dropped Nekomaru. I need to know exactly which one. Because I'm pretty sure I'm right with, radio clock. The clock in Nekomaru's chest receives radio waves at fixed intervals and automatically adjusts itself. Basically, it's an amazingly precise clock that can't be tampered with. Not even to set the time. But it doesn't mention that he it doesn't mention that he would wake up with that. Nekomaru used this alarm. Wait, clock's alarm timer. Okay, so this is the one. Okay. Nekomaru used this alarm clock to recover from sleep mode. The clock's arms are stopped at around 7:30, and the alarm was set to 7:30 as well. Wait, so did someone walk him down? Because he would still be asleep, right? But wait, why would the alarm clock be set to 7:30 if he had to wake up before then? I just don't understand. Okay, that's the part that I just don't understand. Like, and there's no way to reset the timer for him specifically. Okay, a clock's alarm timer is the thing that I have to find. Alright, if I use that evidence, I should be able to break through Kazuichi's remarks too. I'm glad I took the time.
Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Allow me to cut through those words! Ugh. Such a good thing.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
It would cause everything to shake, like I was thinking before. But we'll talk about that in the next episode. Sorry that I'm doing all this right now, but I mean, hey, if I had to go through it one time, you'll have to go through it multiple times. Sorry. I mean, I've done it since the very beginning. Who fucking cares? Thank you so much for coming out and watching more of this game. I love it. I really do love this. So, for now, I don't know. I'm still waiting to see the revelation that would point me toward the killer. Because I'm still stuck between one of the girls and one of the guys. Yeah. All three of the guys had an alarm. All three of the other guys were focused on one aspect of the alarm clock, and then Nagito just never heard either thing. Still, I don't know. I don't know. And also the fact that somebody had to have met up with Nekomaru at some point. But if it was orchestrated on the strawberry floor, I don't know. I'm leaving this episode here. Thank you so much for coming out. Have a nice day.